Everyone, welcome to a tutorial. Today's topic is a revolver. Got some requests for a revolver design, so here it is. It's simplistic because you want to put it in some of your builds like a battleship turret or whatever. So this is not complicated at all. Like in real life, revolvers are never complicated, at least less complicated than my semi-automatics. So here we go. I will build this step by step. To start off, pick a block you want. It doesn't matter any block. Build a frame that's this tall because that's how the cylinder is going to be. Next, place a wheel. This is what's going to make a revolver turn. I'm going to place it near the top. To put a butter, we're going to make it anchored so the wheel doesn't turn on its own. This is very important. I want to make sure it's inside the wheel itself so it doesn't turn at all. Then I want to pick the same block or a different block of your choice, doesn't matter. Now build up and down 2 blocks each, and then sideways 2 blocks each as well. After you do this, you want to turn your rotation to 45 degrees. Build the 45 degrees angle place thingy so that you have 8 shots instead of only 4, because 4 is kind of lame. Then you want to scale it or build it to the same, around the same length as the ones you have here, but not really the same length. And now make sure the blocks here are at 3 if you choose to build this at 4. The corner blocks has to be a little bit less than the original. And now after you build your 8 protruding sticks here, you're going to put magnets because that's how it's going to be powered. Put it on 0.5. Make sure the top of the magnet is over the top of the block. I measured this. You don't have to do this if you measured it some other way, but this is what I'm going to do. Now put it on all 8 sides. Now after you're finished with your magnet stuff, get out your butter. Place the butter inside the middle of the magnet. Make sure it's the same position for all 8 of them. For the corner ones here, I'll just make sure that there's a little protruding over here, and make sure that the butter never touch each other, or else it's literally not gonna work. And now when you're done with your buttering, start putting dynamite on the butter itself. Make sure they don't touch each other and they're in the same position. Make sure it's centered on the butter itself. This is your 8 rounds here. If you want to add more rounds to the revolver, just add more protruding sticks if you want. But I would do 8 because there's 8 sides, so you know the cylinder doesn't get too big. And if you want a high capacity thing, just make a bolt action or semi-auto. And anyways, let's put a stick on the bottom. That's going to be the place where your barrel is going to go. Extend the stick upwards, but make sure it's not touching or like below. Make sure it's below the first bullet. Just add a block here. Extend. This is going to be your barrel block, and extend it back to the place where the butter is. So if you extend it all the way back, it's not going to rotate because it's going to get stuck. So just extend it all the way there. Then you want to make this thinner because I like it thin. Then extend this by 0.5 with a scale tool on each side. Then place a block here and a block on the opposite side as well. Scale it back. This is going to be the side of your barrel. I'm going to build the barrel all the way on the right side because I'm going to rotate from the left side. I'm going to show you what I mean by that when I actually do finish with the stuff. Going to make this a little bit even so it looks nice. You're going to make this thin so it doesn't touch other bullets. When the bullet revolves, this is where the bullet's going to get inside the breech itself. You want to leave a hole so that the bullets can, get in and be fired. And just extend the barrel if you want it long or more accurate in this case. Then place the top part. Make it thinner, then extend. Now you're good. Make sure it doesn't cover the part for the same reason. That's where the bullet feeds in. You can, but you have to make the barrel taller, and that's kind of ugly in my opinion. So when you're done with your barrel, make sure the dynamite itself fits inside the barrel. If you make the barrel too small, it's obviously not going to work. If you think the dynamites are touching the barrel, make sure you make it 0.2 by using a scaling tool here. I can just adjust it for everything here. So now that nothing's touching and everything should rotate, it's cleared. Then you want to add a little button here. I already added it. Just add a regular button like this. This thing is going to hook up to every single mechanic in this block. So if you press individual buttons, it's not going to detonate the entire cylinder. Then you want to place buttons on here so you can actually, fire the gun, because I think that's the point of, guns to be fired. Just make sure you place it in the right direction or in the right orientation for the buttons. And now after you do the buttons, do a checkup, make sure the buttons are connected to the magnet, and only one magnet. If it's connected to anything else, and then it's bad. Forgot to place it on the sixth one, I think, I don't know, or the fifth one, can't count. So let me just place it real quick. Just make sure nothing is connected other than the magnet to the button. After you verify that everything is connected, or not connected in this case, connect the butter to the corresponding button on the sides. Do this for each cylinder or each bullet there is in a revolver. This is how you're going to fire. Now after you're done linking everything, get yourself a chair. The chair is over here. Let me just place it over there. Make sure you link the wheel is linked to the chair itself. Let's see. Or let me just do E and Q for this one, I guess. I will put some ladders so I could, climb up to the chair and test the machine out. To fire this, you want to deselect the butter. To verify that the cylinder is moving, you should just press around, and if it's not moving, make this part thinner or the barrel itself thinner because something's stuck on the bullet. Then what you want to do is you want to hold down this and start firing. The button is what's going to fire each thing. If it misfires, just press again. This is why revolvers are counted as reliable historically and in this game. It's going to fire all of your things. Just rotate each time you fire. After it's done, you can just spin a cylinder like a funny monkey. There's a secret button, I guess. You could clear the entire cylinder by pressing the central button here. I guess this is like the disarm button, if you would. And this is basically what the revolver is. It's really simplistic. Use it in whatever builds you want. You could decorate it to make it look like a real revolver or whatnot, but this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys like, consider subscribing. See you guys next time.